right? So with the richer woman, you can see that. Again, we talked earlier on, we had the ruby and the scars panel because gemstones are one of our brand elements. But another brand element for us is the butterfly. And we talked about how a butterfly starts off as a caterpillar, then goes through a painful process in a cocoon, and then comes out from being a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. Butterflies are beautiful. They soar, they are beautiful. But you see, a moth also goes through that same painful process, but comes out as a moth that is dull colored, right? So life happens. We are living, we live in a world where challenges happen all the time. But you know what? As the butterfly, you need to be able to build resilience, right? And so today we have with us an amazing woman, the epitome of resilience. If you look in the dictionary and you look at resilience, you should see her picture right there. Crystal Chigbo. I'm not even going to bother reading her profile. She's done phenomenal things. She has a foundation called Irede Foundation, and it's just beautiful to see how she took something that was such, and I think that's the thing about the women we've seen today. That thing that was meant to kill you is the thing that you're using is now become purpose, and you're using to help other people. And so she sets up a foundation called the Irede Foundation that helps amputees. So welcome, Crystal. Can you hear me?
Good to be here. I've been following the conversations all day. I think it's just so amazing. Thank you for what you do for women across the world, because this is not an Africa platform at all. It's a global platform. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I wish I could take all the credit, but we have an amazing team here. You can see one of them here, Ruth, and there's so many people behind the scenes, and obviously all you amazing speakers that make this possible, and the audience. So thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal, for your kind words. So can you please share your own process or experience of rebirth and emergence as a butterfly?
Oh, wow. So my life kind of started in an interesting way. And if you ask me, I would say, things started kind of perfectly. I got the right job at the right time. At the age of 23, I was already working for a multinational. I was so happy. Things were just going really amazing. You can even say it's how you've planned it, how you want it to be in your life. And, my life was just on an amazing trajectory. Little did I know that, there was something more amazing waiting for me. And so I got married and I gave birth to my daughter, and she was born with a congenital limb deformity. At that time, I felt like my life had crumbled. I felt like, everything that had worked over the years just stopped working. And so I started asking myself, what next, really? At some point, I wanted to run away. I would look at my son now. I didn't even want to have another baby, because having a child with a congenital deformity, and we were told after 6 days that we needed to amputate the leg, was bad enough. So bringing another child with possibility of the same thing, because I wasn't sure where this came from, became really difficult. But after 2 years and 3 months, we decided to go on ahead and do the amputation of the leg. Wow. After we amputated the leg, she got a prosthetic limb and started living her life. But I wouldn't have any peace or rest within me. I just knew that I needed to share my story. How I was going to do it, I wasn't sure. And so someone came to me once and had almost the same congenital issue as my daughter's. The difference was they had kept their own child at home without the child going to school, without interacting with anybody. So I started talking with them, and then I decided, maybe the things that I went through with them and with my daughter can be something that other people can benefit from. So Irede started as a means of reaching out to other parents that were going through the same issue. However, we then started giving prosthetic limbs to children that could not afford it. After that, we started, providing leadership guidance for children as they grew so that they could be job ready. Right now, we just launched the first ever comic books that talks about disability and has disability heroes in
Wow.
it. I would say that this journey did not happen in one day, but each day, as one thing happened, thinking about impact and how to do just one child really all of the time, something new comes out. And as this impact journey continues, then you start seeing that, you become happier, you become more fulfilled, you become, I don't know what other word, my life literally went from a life of despair to one that became an amazing life of impact, and not reaching out to just my family alone, but our children across, the whole of Nigeria. The last I checked, we were already in over 25 states in Nigeria, and we've given over 380 limbs to children.
Wow.
This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't go through the journey of my own pain and having to transit that pain into purpose.
Wow, that's so powerful. I love what you said about even the comic books, because you see superheroes, they're all perfect, right? So you can imagine, a child with a disability, right?
They feel left out.
Yes, so that is so thoughtful. What is the source of your ideas? Because you've come up with some amazing things. What is the source of your ideas and even your success? And also, how did you find hope? Again, how were you able to find hope to come out of this challenging situation?
And this is not cliche. I know a lot of times people say, oh, it's cliche, but the crux of what has helped me come out is my faith. So I'm a Christian, I'm born again, and through the journey, the first thing that happened was when we were trying to make the decision of amputation, the Holy Spirit kept telling me, eat, because the journey ahead of you is far.
Wow.
So I would read the Bible, I would research, and I would cry because it didn't make sense. Like, I couldn't lay my hands on why, everything we go from being so perfect to, now having a child with disability. So first is my faith. And trust me, all the ideas, the fundraising ideas we have, the comic books, just 3 days ago, I woke up and I told my husband, I said, I know what the next step is. I practically had a dream of what to do next, what's going to happen. And I know what it is, who is going to help me along the journey, who I need to talk to next. So it's basically my faith and holding on to God. So what I tell people when they ask me, and I say, if you don't have something that you can hold on to, and then it becomes really difficult. So you need to look for an anchor. You need to look for something that is going to help you through. For me, on my own journey, it's been my faith, and all the inspirations and ideas practically come through that. The second thing that has really worked is I have a great support team. Just like you said, having the Richer Woman Festival, it's not just on me, it's a whole team. So the team of people I work with, my board of directors, and I'm blessed with an amazing and a super family that really just comes together to help me to achieve and make my life, kind of easier than normal. So this set of people come in and they just really remove the burden of the things that I have to go through, and then leave me with a point where I can stay and just really birth ideas. The third thing is I come across as a very bold and all out there person, but I also have my very quiet moments. I wake up very early, very, very early. So before my day gets really encumbered, I spend time with myself in the day, as early as 3 a.m. Sometimes I'm just there trying to understand, trying to be quiet within me to know what's next. And this has really helped, through all the journey. So again, if you ask me, I would say it's my faith and my God. The second thing is the support system that I have around me. And thirdly, just spending time with me to refresh, to unburden, and I spent that time with myself judiciously. I don't, I don't allow anything come into that time at all. I just really spend time with me. And once I think I am full, and I come out, then it becomes easier for me to face the day and all the things that come around.
About your daughter, right? In a world, how do you build identity in your daughter in the kind of world we live in now, especially a social media world where there's so much? I think the kids' identity is being attacked, right? Especially girls as well. There's this perfect image. Even girls that are not disabled are beginning to feel like because they don't have big backside or this, there's something wrong with them. So with your daughter, how have you been able to build her identity even in the midst of this challenge she's faced?
I do a lot of talking with her. It's interesting. If you ask her, she'll say, oh, my mommy is my best friend. So we do a lot of talking. We talk a lot. But I also know that it's not what I can do alone, or, her dad doing alone. So one of the things that we've done is we've identified mentors for her. People that are doing amazingly well in their own sphere. An example is Adenike Oyetunde, that is also an amputee and, kind of has everything. There's also Tobiloba Ajayi. So I've identified different people with different disabilities that have really stood out. And then they do the work of mentoring her and spend a lot of time with her also. So usually when she's home during the holidays, she spends time with her mentors. They take time to sit with her and talk with her. And then finally, honestly, my daughter currently doesn't have a phone. She's 14. She doesn't have a phone. So what most things that she tries to do on the internet, she has a laptop. And then when she needs to talk to her friends and all of that, she uses my phone. So that gives us some time to spend together bonding. So even after this session, I'm going to spend some time with her. We're going to see a movie together. And we really talk about the hard stuff. So she has asked questions like, why am I with a disability? What happened to me? Is it your own negligence? Is it something that you could have done differently? So we have all of those tough conversations and remind her every day of how beautiful she is, and remind her of how beautiful she is. So I think even for the girl child, much more than anything else, we need to keep reminding them of who they are. Then finally, she does confessions. So initially I used to write the confessions for her and make her say the confessions, but now she develops her own confessions by herself. I ask her, so what do you think about this? She comes up with it. I do a little bit of fine tuning and kind of help her to go through the process of really saying it over and over again and reminding herself of how amazing she is. She's in a boarding school, and in the boarding school, of course, she's the only one that has a physical disability. And a lot of times she comes back to say, oh, this conversation came up. And so because we involve her in a lot of activities, she gets into school and also participates in those activities. But we also have the tough conversations of, I tell her, you can run, but it's just that you can't run as fast as X because your prosthetic is not made to run. So if you want to sprint, then we need to get you a prosthesis that will help you to do that. So she kind of has identified her strong areas and where she's really strong, and then she spent a lot of time in those things. So for instance, you get into water with her, you will probably have to, you'll be panting. So those things help her to also reassure herself of the things that she's able to do. And I think it helps our confidence. Would I say that we don't have work to do? No. I think there's still so much work. We will continue to focus on that. But like I said, her mentors are doing an amazing work with her.
A world changer, but I also want to say to you, well done on being such an intentional parent. It's one thing you dealing with on your own, but also having to help your daughter navigate this. And we just can't wait to see the amazing woman that she's going to become. I can just see her just doing amazing things. I mean, she has such an amazing mother. So thank you so much. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this segment and the end of day 2 of the Richer Woman Festival. Yay, drum roll! Honestly, thank you all for watching. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for keeping, and staying with us. I would like to use this opportunity to thank our amazing speakers. all the amazing women. Thank you for your grace. In fact, some, unfortunately, just a few couldn't even make it, because of some of the challenges we had. But, they were gracious. So we just want to say thank you to everyone. We want to thank the team, the Richer Woman team, the entire team, our co-founder Bumi, our host Ruth, CTO as well, who is also our MC. Adenike, she's not here at the moment as well. El Shalom, our community manager and social media manager. All the moderators that moderated today. Also our brand and festival graphic designer Shola Ajayi of Bishop Fort. We want to thank our event, our technical project manager Oluwatoyi and the Zora event team. We want to thank our set designer. Beautiful Till Harmony Designs. Want to thank you. Don't you just love the backdrop at the back? We look like we're somewhere in California in the woods. Sean Williams of SW Motion Works, also the one that did our video, the Richer Woman brand story. Our director, Mr. Russell himself. Oh yeah, we can even hear them clapping for him in the control room. We want to thank Plus TV Africa. Thank you to the entire Plus TV Africa team, from the CEO to Fumi to all the guys in the cameramen here, the control room. It's been a public holiday for them, and many of them did not take holiday. They've been here yesterday, today, and they're even coming tomorrow. Some we here even slept here. Right? We want to thank our financial and partners, Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, Mixter Africa. We want to thank all of them. We want to thank our lifestyle partners as well. Look at my beautiful outfit by Drew by Lisa. We want to thank makeup by Alexia Hosful, jewelry by Butterfly Mache. Yesterday was Mobile's Fashion that did my outfit. Click Art for the photography. Thank you. Chiamaka of Green Essence gave us, drinks. We want to also thank even Butterfly Mache for gifts for our speakers as well. Samantha's Bistro for snacks. We want to thank our NGOs, Warif and Live Again movement that we're supporting. And who else haven't I want to thank my husband and my children. They've literally not seen me. I don't know if they really eat for the last 2 days. Great guy and my amazing children. I love you all, even my mom, my family, my siblings, everyone. And most importantly, we want to thank our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit for this amazing platform. And you know what? We have one more day. Tomorrow is a short day. We're talking about the Richer Woman, her money and her lover. Money and romance. No romance without finance. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, same time. Make sure you join the Telegram group so that you can be updated as well at the start time. So we're going to be live tomorrow. It's a short day, so tell everybody you don't want to miss this. We have some amazing panelists, and we have a performing artist, Shona Catalyst, who's going to open the show tomorrow. So thank you so much. Join our community, and we'll see you with